Hey everyone, Jan here, codingwithjan.com. So, I've been teaching Shopify development for 6 years, and it's never been easier to get started from scratch than right now. With AI, things that used to take weeks and months can now be learned in just days, and you can even talk entire features into existence without ever looking at code. Now, the following steps are straight from my new Shopify AI training, so if you want all of this in a guided format with direct support from me, then link in the description. But first, let me walk you through all the steps. Alright, so then number one, I would focus on the no-code aspects of Shopify because we need to learn how to use the platform before writing any code. Now, this includes things like understanding the admin area, creating products, collections, shipping zones, and also how themes can be used to set up good-looking websites just by using Shopify's built-in theme customizer. Beyond that, it's also important to understand how apps can be used to extend Shopify's functionality. For example, if you want to add reviews or subscription-based products or bookkeeping integrations, things like that. Last in this category, I would also take a look at meta fields and meta objects because they help you to extend Shopify's data model. For example, if you have additional product information like a nutrition table or energy efficiency class, but Shopify doesn't have a built-in input field for those things, then you can use meta fields and meta objects to close the gap. And everything until here can be learned in like one weekend. All right, then off to step 2, you want to learn how to read code. And this is going to save you weeks in learning because our developer ancestors, they actually had to learn how to write code, which is much harder. And yeah, now AI can probably do that better than most of us. So we just need enough to understand what we're looking at and also enough to articulate our problems because we still need to explain AI what we're trying to build. So this is kind of like learning a new language. Speaking a language is difficult. So writing code is difficult. But just roughly understanding what someone is saying or picking up some of the basic words, that's much easier. So how do you do this in practice? You watch a crash course on HTML, which is kind of like the building blocks of every website. Images, buttons, text elements. Then you watch a crash course on CSS, which is the styling. Like how do buttons look? Are images rounded or squared? What color does text have? Yeah, so how everything feels and looks. Then you want to watch a crash course on JavaScript, which makes websites interactive after they're fully loaded. So this is when you want to react to user input, for example, someone swiping a slideshow. And then you want to do the same for Liquid, which is Shopify's templating language. And you no longer need to master any of these, but you need to know what you're looking at and how they interact. This is also extremely important when reviewing the code that AI generates for you. So here I'd budget 2-3 full days just learning how to read code and understand what's going on. All right, at this point, you have a rough idea how to read code files. So next, we want to be able to download our themes and import them into a professional development environment. This first means installing Visual Studio Code, which is free and pretty much industry standard, and then learning how to use Shopify CLI to download themes. Once you've successfully done that, you want to familiarize yourself with the file structure, basically understand which folder and which file is responsible for which part of the store. For example, section files are related to the sections that we see on the customizer. And all the customizer settings are defined in the section schema. And here I budget 1 full day just to get familiar with this setup. Then in step 4, you want to learn how to use Git and Shopify's GitHub integration. This has always been important, but now with AI making changes and generating code, this is more important than ever. Git does 3 things. Number 1, it allows you to work in teams. So multiple people can work on the same project in parallel without overriding each other's changes and so forth. So also if you want to work in professional agencies, this is 100% mandatory. The second benefit is that we get continuous backups. So if AI messes something up across multiple files, we can easily roll back to the previous step. And then third, Git also helps you protect yourself in terms of liability, because if a client ever accuses you of breaking something, you have a very clear trail of all the changes. What changed, who changed it, when did it change, so you can prove what actually happened. Learning how to use Git also became much easier because you no longer need to remember all the terminal commands or how to execute things. AI can literally run all the commands for you. But again, you need to be able to describe what you want. So you need the vocabulary, you need the high-level overview, you need to know what branches are, what merging means, what is a pull request. These are all Git fundamentals. So here I'd budget another full day just learning about the fundamentals and getting a good high-level overview. All right, then step 5 is where it all comes together. We want to start building with AI. And at this point, we understand Shopify as a platform. We know how to read code. We have a professional development environment and Git protecting our back. So So now we can connect an AI building tool to our project and actually start building. Personally, I would recommend using Claude Code because it integrates right into your development environment. It has full file access, project awareness. It can execute terminal commands like Git commands, for example. And there are also other tools with similar capabilities. But compared to, let's say, copy-pasting code snippets from ChatGPT, this is like light years ahead. Not a little bit better, light years ahead. And from here, I would practice building. So you describe what you want, let the AI come up with a prototype, give feedback, do Git commits in between. That's the loop. And as long as you're working on a development store, there's like not much that can go wrong. But if you work on a live store, then make sure to first work in a Git feature branch and in a theme copy before you break the live side. Now, what kind of practice projects should you be working on? If you ask me, always try to build portfolio-worthy projects, like projects that could be real freelance gigs or client requests. So for example, you could build a cool landing page or a recommended product section or upgrade a collection template to a more modern design. So these are some of the examples I've included in the new AI developer training, and I also explain how much you can charge for features like that. In total, I would spend at least 5 days here. Just try to build as much as you can and save all the projects to later add them to your portfolio. All right, and with that, we've already arrived at the last step, maybe the most exciting one, getting paid. So this is going to be ongoing from here, and obviously depends a bit on how fast you can land the first freelancing clients or how fast you can find a full-time job. Now, in order to reach this point here, we are roughly 10 days in, plus or minus, but that's already a huge compression because the last time I did a roadmap like this, it took almost 6 to 8 weeks to get right here. If you're interested in becoming a freelancer, now's a good time to build your portfolio and start applying for the first few jobs. Now, this is going to be a double-edged sword because with AI, it's never been easier to make a professional impression, but it also raises the bar for everyone. So the portfolio and communication needs to be clean. And then I just try to get my hands onto any job I can get, whether it be a bug fix, building a new section, a store setup, an app integration. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't be too picky here. Just try to get the first testimonials and good reviews. If you're rather interested in full-time positions, then I would start reaching out to agencies and show them what you've built. So you also need a small portfolio here. But then also let them know that you've been using professional development workflows, Shopify CLI, the GitHub integration, and also used AI to build these features because I've already seen the first agencies explicitly request that as a skill. And then as a small outlook for your career, if you want to keep upskilling, you can always dive deeper into the technical side. You can learn more about coding. You can try to understand more complex code. That will also help you to review more complex code or describe it better. Or you can start moving towards Shopify app development. But here I would recommend first starting with simple apps, ideally extension-only apps like functions, checkout UI extensions, or admin UI extensions, which are a bit easier than full-blown, full-stack applications or embedded apps. All right, and that's it. Now you have the full roadmap. And of course, there are details and nuances to each step, but now you know what to focus on and can effectively research the rest. And I think that's actually an important point because even prior to AI, information has been free for a long time. Like you could Google anything, but knowing what to research, that is the actual valuable part because nobody has time to try everything. And here I want to invite you again, if you want all of this in a structured format with practice projects, with community access, with direct, real human support, then keep an eye on the AI developer training, link in the description. I would love to work together. That's it. Have an awesome rest of your day. And don't forget, if you push hard enough, things will start to move. Yeah, that's physics. So I'll catch you later. Have an awesome day. Bye.